Well, how's it going, Amirah community? I'm just so thrilled to drop into your world to tell you a little story about how Move for Amirah last year affected the life of one of our survivors. I'm so excited to see what all we come up with this year to Move for Amirah, choosing an activity that calls attention to this reality that recovering from the trauma of trafficking is difficult. It's like attempting to swim the English Channel or climb a mountain. It requires grit and courage. And so for me, last year, along with a couple of friends, I attempted to climb 25 mountains in 5 days. And not too long after the Move for Amirah, I was seated at dinner volunteering in one of Amirah's safe homes. And we were talking about how much I had lost weight on this extended hike. And one of the survivors said, well, how far did you go? You must have climbed a mountain if you lost weight on a hike. And I said, actually, I did. I attempted more, but I climbed 16. And she said, why on earth did you do that? And I said, well, actually, it was for you guys. It was for an event called Move for Amirah to call attention to your courage and to raise funds to support you in your recovery journey. And in a space where it really isn't normal to show emotion, she visibly was affected. And she came and found my wife and I later, and she said, hey, I just want you to know my whole life I've been taken from, I've been hurt. It's really difficult for me to think of any time that anyone has done anything nice for me, much less climb 16 mountains. Not too long later, I was at the home doing some work around the house with a couple of guys, and one of the younger survivors said, I'm so glad you're here. This other woman will be so thrilled to see you. She said she had a really hard day, and she was sitting outside just sort of crying under the weight of it all. She said, but she just kept repeating to herself, someone climbed mountains for me. Someone climbed mountains for me. And she found us several months later and said, I just need you to know the way that you did that for me has changed the way that I see myself when I look in the mirror. I know that I'm worth fighting for. I know that I have dignity. And I share that story because we knew last year that Move for Amirah was gonna raise awareness. We knew that it was gonna raise some funds for these women. We had no idea how the testimony of what you all are doing to Move for Amirah actually communicates something valuable to these women. So I can't wait to see what you come up with, and good luck this year. And I'm so excited for Move for Amirah.